Be Here Now. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the invisible world of Jeremy Jonz, where all things are possible when you believe. So hang on, here we go. Let's do this. Hey, two things about 47. First, it's episode 47, and second thing, it's a favorite number over the decades for my brother. So shout out to him. Bro, if you still listen, 47, lucky 47. I am Jeremy Jonz. This is the invisible world of Jeremy Jonz, a place where dreamers and makers transcend illusions. I don't even know what that means personally, but make up whatever it means to you. Also, if you haven't signed up for the inspo letter, go to jeremyjones.com or check the show notes for our newsletter that hits you up. It's like a small little wellness shot of the podcast, and love to send that to you. Do you remember where we left off on the last episode? You know, Todd. We're at the top of the double black ski run called Here Be Dragons, and I am feeling what? I'm feeling lost. Todd and the two boys weave down through the trees like they're weaving through beginners on a frontage road. But me, I've probably gone like a solid 5 feet by now. So from last episode to this episode, the only thing you missed was I went down like 5 feet. And I was like barely just kind of side sliding. That's it. It's so steep. So steep. I'm scared. I don't know how to do this. I am a blue cruiser after all. It's so steep. What if I can't stop, huh? Did you think about that? What if I can't handle that kind of speed? The boredom is absolutely eating alive at the two boys. I'm basically frozen. Todd sends them down the run. We have our walkie-talkie radios to connect with them, and he's guided them down this run multiple times on previous trips. They're good. So it's just me and Todd, and a very steep chasm of fear between us. He yells something encouraging, but I don't even recall. I don't even care. It's too steep. I start breathing fast. I can literally feel my heart pounding. Adrenaline is streaming into my system like a hose faucet just turned on. I make it 6 feet now. Oh, sorry. No, not 6 more feet. I mean, I was at 5 feet and I advance 1 more foot down. I'm not sure what to do. All I know is that I can't go down. Down can't be the right way. Down is the obstacle, and I keep looking for a different way other than through it. The adrenaline is relentless. I'm getting sweaty, so sweaty, I'm fogging up my goggles. My gloves are damp with sweat. It's 4 degrees outside. I lift and let some cold air in the gogs to equalize the temperature. Then I try some kind of blue cruiser move, but it doesn't work on dragons, and I fall. It was fresh pow. I sink down deep, and I feel safe. But I'm also not going anywhere. Now I've gone down like 10 feet, the 4 feet credited to the fall, which in my book seemed like a reasonable gain. That's a gain, right? Count the gains. Todd tells me that I have to trust my feet and put all my weight on the front of my skis and point them straight down. I think, Todd, that's the stupidest idea that I have ever heard. No thank you. Some pro guide, whatever. How could that be any kind of good idea, huh? I nod and am polite, and so I say, okay. And as he looks down to catch the progress of the boys who are now getting out of sight, I take it as a moment to go rogue, and I put my skis sideways, and I put my weight on the back of my skis, like I look like probably like a maimed billy goat, just hunched over with my butt sticking out. I slide sideways across the steep edge until I eventually get too much speed, even going sideways. So I look for a safe pocket of pow to land between some trees. It's my third fall in 2 minutes. I'm breathing fast, I'm sweating more, and I begin to feel shaky everywhere. I get up. And I thought about skiing sideways across the entire mountain, all the way down. But I can't go any farther because I can see it's fenced off due to recent avalanche slides. Just great. That's another problem. Now we got avalanches too. I have to turn back and face the dragon. Todd says to trust him and to stand up and lean forward, point my skis down, and put my weight on the front of the skis. No way. It is so steep. What if I fall? A hard fall, like I did at Snowbird. So I have a great idea. Instead of pointing down to make my turn, I rest my back against the mountain. I maneuver my skis to point the other way, opposite from the avalanche closure. I lock into my hunched back billy goat technique, and I slide another 25 feet across the mountain. Now I've gone a total of 50 feet, as in 50 horizontal feet. I've actually only moved 2 feet down vertically, so I've only moved from my 10-foot marker to now about 12 feet down. I do this a few more times. It has taken a lot of energy. Todd tells me, hey, point your skis down. Again with that. I nod and I'm like, okay. And then I lean back against the mountain and slide back across towards heading to the avalanche closure side. During my whole slide traverse, I am quickly, confidently measuring and assessing the best place to fall. I'm looking for lots of comfortable snow, away from tree wells. I definitely don't want to fall down one of those again. And I fall again, which I think is great because I can turn my skis to cut back the other way without having to stand and point down the mountain. I cut back again, across, hunched over billy goat thing. I fall again. In aggregate, I've worked my way to about 16 feet down. Meanwhile, Todd has, he's quit talking to me. He's quit telling me to point my skis down and to put my weight in the front. He's sidestepping back up the mountain to get closer to me. Now we're closer, but we still have to yell. I avoid looking down at him because it's steep and I got a thing with that. Instead, I focus on, I want a good place to fall, and I'm using my best sideways acrobatics. I'm getting tired. The 16 feet feels like I've run a marathon. Jeremy! Todd yells, and it wasn't a nice yell, but it wasn't a mean yell either. It was a serious yell. Bro was serious. Being on a double black diamond was serious. Jeremy! Just stop! Stop! So I stop in mid-hunched stride. I fall back against the mountainside. I've got that move down. I'm breathing like I just robbed a bank. I hear the shouts of instruction for what he wants me to do. And in my frustration, I yell back the worst 4-letter word I can think of. Just the absolute worst. And if you're a youngster listening, I'm sorry to let this slip on the radio here. But I said the worst thing. Cover your ears if you don't want to hear it. And I say, I can't. I can't. Remember, Todd is in the 1% of his field in the world. Bro is the best of the best with honors, sir. Right? He could have quite easily, quite literally, he could have thrown me over his shoulder and skied me down. No. He could have thrown me over his shoulder and skied down backwards. Better yet, he could have thrown me over his shoulder, skied down backwards while drinking a coffee. He's that good. But he didn't. I was hoping he would just pick me up and carry me to the Waffle Hut. Finally, please. He didn't, because he knew something. He knew something, not about the mountain, not about skiing, not about guiding. He knew something about me. He saw something. I don't know how he did. I've been trying to piece it together. Somehow, he was able to, from his invisible world, see across into my invisible world, into the invisible world of Jeremy Jonz. And there, like a totally rad Buddha guru, he saw it. He believed. He believed in me. He believed for me. At the moment, I couldn't. A moment I never want anyone to know about. I'm a grown man up here, right? But he saw into who I really was. I didn't fool him. I failed. At what? He knew I wasn't a blue cruiser. He guided me here because he knew I was a black diamond skier. Wait for it. Wait for it. We want to get this historically accurate. I want the books to show up correctly here. A double black diamond skier. He knew it. He believed it. He saw it. To this day, and I don't know how, he did. It's a superpower of his. That makes sense. People who trust their superpowers, who value them as their biggest asset in life, not money, not stocks, not the forever house, but they value their superpowers as their biggest, most powerful asset, and they bet relentlessly and continuously on themselves, resulting in helping a lot of people, or helping some people in a big way. And side note, the byproduct is they usually end up as the metaphorical 1% in their field. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Catching my breath. I gotta catch my breath. Come on. Let's go back to good old episode number 1. All right, you remember, go back. I know it's been 5 years, but it's still right there, isn't it? Where we touch on illusions. We gave some examples how back then, we knew, back in the day, we knew that people couldn't fly, and we knew that the sun orbited the earth. And back then, I knew that I was a blue cruiser. Negativity is so easy to spot. You know what that sounds like. You don't need a podcast for that. Like, I'm not good enough for that job. I'm not good enough to have my own business, to graduate with an international baccalaureate degree. I'm terrible at math. I'll never lose the weight. I'm ugly. I'll never have a good relationship. Or how about this? Me yelling to Todd, I can't! That negativity is easy to spot. You didn't even need me to share it. But it's the illusions that are so tricky and seductive. Because they appear reasonable, persuasive, even positive. You didn't hear me complain about not being a bad skier. I didn't say that. I didn't say I couldn't ski. My illusion was what? Oh, hey, I'm a blue cruiser. You see the positivity, right? I didn't say I'm average or intermediate. I said, I not just ride or do or handle blue runs. Nah, I cruise on them, baby. I'm a blue cruiser. Chewy, chewy, chewy. I'm in my 40s now, people. My knees are getting sore. It looks like I'm going to end up as a blue cruiser. It's not too shabby. I'm cruising, right? I'm not a blue slow skier. I'm a cruiser. Plus, especially after my snowbird fall, I knew that I should just stay on the blues where I belong. That's where I belong. And I don't want to get lost. If you were to look deeper, tell me. Always safe to tell me, safe here, we got this little safe space here. What illusions do you think you could find? What other illusions do you have, Jonz? Can you find some in health and love and fitness and money? All that time, eons, eons. The David was resting deep in the marble. All these decades, there was a double black diamond skier in me. And run after run, year after year, and lift after lift. I never saw it. I was so focused on being a great blue cruiser. Michelangelo saw the double black diamond David in the marble. Todd saw the double black diamond skier in the hidden blue cruiser. Focusing on your invisible world doesn't mean you cut off others, cut off resources and guidance, and do everything yourself. It means you're even more intentional about finding a Michelangelo, a Todd, about questioning long-held beliefs, hunting and smoking out the mirage of illusions, about getting to stalling out at the top of your challenging drop-in runs, about feeling lost, right, Thoreau? Only then do we find ourselves. Only then do we find, I find, you find, golden paradise, or whatever you decide to call your invisible world. That's why I honor Todd. Do you have Todds, by the way? Sometimes they just come and go, and sometimes they just show up. Sometimes they stay. Sometimes we have to seek them out. And sometimes they just show up at the bottom of a lift. Let's wrap this up. This run is over for the day. Let's finish this up. What are we going to do? Okay. Listen, if you haven't seen a Todd in your life lately, do that today. That's what you can do today. You go seek out a Todd or revive a Todd. And that's why we do this whole podcast, isn't it? Sure, it's fine to ski life as a blue cruiser. But in your invisible world, there's a double black diamond skier. You have truly so many superpowers and gifts and love and power and passion and creativity and vision. And sometimes we just need someone to point it out, to challenge our positive illusions, to believe for us when we get scared and yell, say it with me, and yell, I can't, on the ledge, right? To send us up higher, taller mountains where we progress and gain muscle. Today, journal it, pick up the phone, call it, find it. That's the takeaway today. This episode, Lucky 47, go rack up some Todds. Go out there And do it today. Bet on yourself because it's who you are in the marble. And the world needs who you were meant to be. So go drop in and be it.